Hello everyone, this is College Football 26. If you like college football, please subscribe. We're going through Dynasty mode here with Alabama. If you like Road to Glory, you can also find that on the channel. We're up to a level 17 coach. But this week's not about us and it's a bye week. We're going to be looking at the recruiting here in a bit. But I want to look at upgrading our players manually. And now that we're getting close to the bowl game, I want to focus on this. So if we go over here to our team and to our depth chart, and what we're going to notice is probably going to be just the top player for each position is going to have some skill points there to play with during the regular season. Now during the off season, everybody will have some. Right now, looks like Todd doesn't like the playing style. I don't understand. We're doing what we can as a team. But he's got 8 coins here, and let's see what we can do. Looks like we can only do one thing, so we can either spend 4, 6, or 8 here on him. And I feel like his health health is pretty high already. Maybe either his IQ or elusiveness maybe we should spend some coins on, because he seems to struggle a little bit with some of that. I think we don't want to be running with him as much, even though we've had to. Let's focus on IQ. Alright, so we've increased that now. And let's take a look here at our halfback here with Jam. And he's 89 overall. Looks like we're meeting his deal breaker. Pro potential's A+. So, alright, he's got 6 coins. So we got hands, route running, or IQ. I guess we can only do one, right? You can't do more than one. And we may focus on more than one or some other stuff in the off season, but right now let's work on this. All right. And so the nice thing about doing this manually is you get to choose. You only got 1 coin. All right. You get to choose what you focus on. Proximity home. Well, that's good for us. That doesn't change. So we got 3 coins here. So we got hands. And I just want to get this ready before we go to our next game. Here for the conference championship. Because this is when we need this stuff the most, is when we make the playoffs. Alright, 2 coins. I doubt we're going to be able to do anything. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, pretty sure no other. Yeah, I got 1 coin. We gotta probably at least have 2 to have something to do with it here. Alright, so let's take a look. 8 coins. So we got run blocking, which is pretty high. IQ, we could do one of those because it ended up going to a 5 next. Footwork, could do a lot of improvement there. Yeah, let's help out some of the footwork. And now we got 7. So let's do maybe IQ as well. And that leaves us 3, so the only thing left, we'll do 1 more on the footwork. Alright, so that helps him out quite a bit there. Leaves him with 1 skill point to use, plus whatever else he gains in training and off season. Just make sure this right tackle He's got 5 coins. Alright. Let's take a look at the physicals. Yeah. I mean, he could do some of this other stuff as well. We'll focus on the other stuff during the training weeks and off season. Let's focus on the overalls here for right now. Alright, so 5 coins. We can do pass blocking, IQ, footwork. Alright, so let's do that. So these are 4. And then the only thing left we could do is IQ here. Alright, and then we got... Yeah, we'll just spend 1 more here on the footwork. Okay. Alright, leaves us with 1 there. Take a look here. Yeah, he's just got 1 coin. Alright. We'll switch positions to left guard. Alright. Take a look here at Jaden. He's got 6 skill points. Alright, so we got pass blocking, IQ, footwork. Alright. Alright. Let's take a look here. He's got 4. That's probably enough to play with. IQ and footwork. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this a couple times here. Alright. Alright, we got 6 coins here, so we got IQ, run, blocking, and footwork. So we can only do 1 of these, so let's just do IQ. And we drop a lot there for the centers. I got nothing here. Okay. Alright, next position, RG. I think we might already, nope. Cam here has got 9 skill points. He's been doing a lot this season. Yeah, we'll focus on the smaller stuff here during the regular season. During the off season, we'll do the big stuff because that's when you get the most to play with. Alright. Alright, I think we've already, yeah. Gino there, alright. RT, see what's going on here. We got 8 skill points to work with Bubba. So we can do pass or run blocking, IQ, footwork. Yeah, let's do some footwork. Seems like they all need a little help there. Alright, so then I think that just leaves, we'll continue working on these. Alright, that maxed out his IQ there. See what's going on with Poe. Got 1 skill point. Alright, nothing really to bother with. We'll just add that to whatever we get in off season and beef up stuff then. Alright, we got 1 here. Okay. So, oh. Let's see about here. We got 5 here with Keon. Alright, so we got power moves. run stopping, and IQ. We can only do one. Let's go ahead and just bump up power moves. Alright, so we're trying to make our team just a little bit better here for when we get into the off season. Jordan. I know some people do automatic upgrades, but then the players choose, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense. And maybe whatever I'm doing maybe doesn't make that much sense as far as what they're doing. But in off season, I'm going to focus on those big point goals because that's when you get the most. Did we already do this? I can't remember. 4. Okay, we got something to work with there. So pass rushing, IQ. Alright, we'll just go, since we can only do one, we'll go for pass rushing. Alright. See about, I think we already looked at Keon, yeah. Alright, DT. Yeah, senior here. 4 skill points. We got finesse moves. And he's going to be leaving at the end of the season, so there's not going to be any training. So we'll just spend, I guess, whatever we can here on him for these finesse moves. Use up his points. Finesse isn't really his thing. He's a 94 overall, so we're pretty happy with him. Alright, Jeremiah here. We got 5, so we got run stopping, power moves, finesse moves, and IQ. Yeah, IQ is pretty low. Let's help with the IQ here. Alright, we'll leave 1 skill point. We'll focus on some of those bigger ones in the off season. Alright, see, I think we already looked at, yeah, Jeremiah. What about Isaiah? Okay, nothing there. Okay, just 1 point. Not much to play with there. Let's look at our Sams. We only got 1. He got 3 points here, Deontay. And nothing we can spend on. Oh, wait, let's go to his other. He's a senior, right? Yeah, let's see if we got anything over here in the physicals that we can do. With 3 points. So not met, not met. Okay. I guess we've got all we can do here. Deontay. He's just got some leftover skill points before he graduates. Alright, Mike's. Got 3 here with ncaa. So pass coverage. Yeah, we're just going to do whatever we get here because we want to be ready for our game against Kentucky, and then if we play anybody beyond that. Alright, Justin's got 5 here. We got IQ, run stopping, pass coverage, and pass rush. So we got, what, 82 here. Pass rush is struggling pretty bad there. Let's go up here. IQ now. Alright. So he's losing with 1 skill point for the off season to add to whatever else he gets. We got another mic here. Justin. He's just got 1 point. And I assume the same here for Hakeem. Yeah, just 1 point. Alright. Take a look at our wheels. 5 here for Qua. So we got pass coverage, IQ, and pass rush. So pass coverage is a little bit lower. I hope we get that up a little bit. Alright. I don't think any were 2. Okay. And do we have any more? Yeah, we got 1 more over here. This wheel. Oh, he's got no skill points. Alright. Be nice if you could see how many skill points they have on this screen, so that way you don't have to go in and look at their details. Alright, CBs, we got quite a few to play here, so a few of these should have some points here. Alright, so Damani, what do you think? What's your hands? That's it. Alright. Take a look at our other ones. Got 3. Sub-A-N. 2 there on hands. That's all we can spend on. Oh, he's capped out, so nothing we can spend on there. Well, actually, let's go back. These menus are so slow. Alright, physicals, let's take a look at them, see if there's anything we can spend 3 on. No, okay. Let's take a look here at Cam. Got 2 skill points, might be able to do something with it. Hands, looks like hands, alright. Let's see what we got. Also another one here. Deshaun. He's got 2. Alright, here are 2. Let's see your hands. Yeah, it looks like that's it. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's look at more positions here. We got a few of these. We got another key on. Not the same one. 4 here. Alright, so IQ. And hands. Hands looks like it's struggling the most, so let's focus down there. Since there's not many points to give during the regular season, I usually spend on the small stuff, and then in off season I spend on the big stuff. So here, 2 points here. Nothing. Alright, let's take a look at their physicals. Anything there's 2. No, there's a bet. Okay. Ah, I left this chart altogether. Alright, I think we were on CBs, or no, FS. Alright. Xavier, I think we looked at Xavier, right? And we couldn't spend anything. Yeah. Those are all locked. Okay. So then after Xavier, we got one other position. Just double check. I don't think so. Yeah, nothing. Generally, if the guy behind, above them doesn't have anything, the one below wouldn't, because they haven't really played as much and stuff. So. Alright. Let's take a look here at Bray. In the off season though, everybody gets them, so then you got to go through all the players. It's lengthy, but I think it's worth it. That way you can focus on what you want to rather than just leave it up to the CPU just decide whatever it wants to decide. Alright, looks like hands is the only thing we go land on. So we'll help there a little bit with hands. Alright, let's check Trey. Alright, 3, so pass coverage and hands. Yeah, since we can only spend on 1, let's go with the big one. Alright. And Liam. 2 coins here. Hands. Alright. Kickers. Wow, we got a lot of kickers. 1 point there. We're not going to mess with that. Maybe none of these we can do anything. Yeah, looks like none of the kickers we can really do anything right now. Looks like they're going to upgrade. It's going to be during the off season. Probably the same for punter. Yeah, just got 1 there for Alex. Alright. We've already been through wide receivers. Kickers. Okay, I think these are just same positions again. Alright, so we're 94 overall, ranked number 4. Let's take a look at our recruiting now. Near the end of the season, so recruiting, there's not as much to do. Looks like we lost this one to Notre Dame. Barely, so that's a shame. Alright, let's take a look here. Right now we're ahead. They're working on their top 3. We DM'd them and we got all 3 check marks there. A pluses, A great scores. So yeah, we're ahead by quite a bit, so hopefully we can get them. We got a lot of points left, and right now we're targeting 16, but I think we might have to target like I don't know, 25 to 30 between this and the transfer portal, because we're probably gonna have a lot of people leave here in the 26th game. Let's take a look at the top classes right now. Right now we're number 5. We have 6 5-stars, which is more than anybody. 7 4-stars and 2 3-stars. So not as many recruits as those people around us, but quality recruits. So can't complain too much about that. Let's look at our prospect list. Looks like we still need a couple CBs. Don't know that those are going to really pop up and be available. At least good ones. Yeah. So, and then offensive linebacker. Set. Oh, those are guards. Tackles. There we go. Yep, and nothing really great there. But there's only 3 stars. So maybe we should try to go for one of these. We're pretty high up on this one's list. Do we need a Sam or a Will? I guess we need to look at our team needs. Let's see here. Defense. Oh, we need a Sam. Okay. So let's take a look here. Yeah, looks like no 3 stars. I mean, are there even? There's only 2 stars. Looks like those are all taken besides this one. That's not even a Sam. Wow. Are there any 2-star Sams left? No, there's not even any Sams left. So, there's not that many Sams graduating at this time. Kind of glad we got an extra quarterback, because our quarterback's not happy about playing style for some reason. So, all right, that's all we can do this week. Let's go ahead and advance the week. Yep. Still 11-17. And looks like our QB and center are looking at leaving. So, I don't know. All right, it's going to be number 4 versus number 9 Kentucky. This is crazy here for the SEC championship. Playoff implications. SC opponents number 9 Kentucky versus number 4 Alabama will face off for the championship, and one will punch their ticket to the college playoffs. Well, there's potential that both of them might make it if they still end up ranked okay. Particularly if they still end up in the top 8. All right, that's all we have for this time. We'll see you all next time.